Mr. Chavan, and
Hello.
congratulations and welcome to Business World.
Thank you.
My first question is, you've been recognized as a supply chain champion today. What was the toughest fire you had to put out this year to get here?
Well, wearing the title of supply chain champion with pride, but I suppose the fires behind the scene actually help us to kind of get this kind of recognition. So, if I had to pick up a toughest fire which we had to put out this year to get to this, I would say there was a severe deluge in north, especially the hilly terrains of Himachal Pradesh. The roads were completely washed off, and the stockists were finding it difficult to make the medicines available to the retailers, which are the final consumers. So I suppose that was the time when we thought that being a supply chain guy, we should ensure that the medicines are reaching out to the patients who are the needy ones. So we kind of connected with a drone service provider, and I suppose we were the first company in pharma world to deploy a drone service from a stockist to the retailer, so that the supply of medicines was unhindered and the patients were receiving the medicines when they required it the most. So I suppose that was the toughest fire that we had to put out, and we proudly say that yes, we ensured that the supply chain was unhindered.
That's very commendable. That's quite a real life challenge you
Yeah,
tackled there.
true.
My next question is, what does leadership in supply chain mean to you in a post pandemic, high volatility world, high trade tension world?
Well, that's a tough question to answer, but anyways, I mean, I think till pandemic, supply chain was more of a back office cost center. I suppose post pandemic, just transition from that to a strategic heartbeat of an organization, I suppose. So the leaders in supply chain are supposed to be more agile, more resilient now. By that I mean to say that they need to be proactive rather than reactive. So we need to be preventive rather than being corrective. Okay, so we need to be using the data in the right way so that the decisions are made in the right way. We need to predict what can be the hindrance at any given point of time, so that such kind of issues can be mitigated well in advance, so that the supply chain continues seamlessly.
Okay, great. The session title mentions cracking the sustainability equation. Is it possible to be fully sustainable without sacrificing margins in 2025?
Well, we all are talking about sustainability of late, right? And every organization has that responsibility on it. But the answer to this question would be no, you need to sacrifice the margins to be completely sustainable. Let me give an example of electric vehicles in the sense of logistics arena. So when we talk about electric vehicles, the investment in this vehicle itself is a bigger challenge, and of course the infra around it is not yet developed. The second point is that these vehicles can carry only a limited load with them at this point in time. Maybe in the future we may have bigger vehicles which can cater to a bigger kind of requirements. But at this point in time, just because of the infrastructure and the readiness we are lacking behind, I suppose we need to be sacrificing the margins. But yes, over a period of time, we'll definitely get better.
Okay, great. Thank you so much, sir.
Thank you very much.